very well sounding room, and of course you have the nice Nagra equipment, perfect conditions. Hello, this is Matthias Böde speaking from Stereo Magazine in Germany. I'm happy and proud to be part of the Meet the Expert at Nagra at the high-end show this year again. Normally I do some interesting topic presentation out of the hi-fi and high-end area, but this year there's something very special because beginning of this year I produced this little thing here. It's a disc sampler called das Stereo Festival der Master Tapes in German, because we are from Germany. In English, the Stereo Festival of Master Tapes. So what we did, we copied master tape copies, of course, from a Nagra 4S, the famous tape recorder, to a little small Nagra digital recorder, the so-called Nagra 7, in 24 bits, 192 kilohertz. And so we have 16 titles from very nice tapes, of course. And what people get is this little box. On the inside, on the one side, there's a hybrid SACD. So for every SACD and CD player, you can listen this music. And at the end, you have a DVD-ROM in addition, with the 24 bits, 192 kilohertz original files made with a Nagra 7. And so what we do here during the Meet the Expert show is we play original tapes, then we play the copies from the Nagra 7, then people can listen to the CD, of course played from the Nagra CD player, but in this case only used as a CD drive, because there's a digital connection to the new HD DAC X. And and in addition to that, I also have a vinyl with me of the same track, so people get an impression how's the sound of the original tape compared to the high-bit file made on the Nagra 7, compared to the CD, which was produced out of that, of course, and the LP in addition. So total recall. We choose to demonstrate it with or present two tracks. First, it was the Ella Fitzgerald, Sunshine of Your Love, and this tape you can buy, of course. You know, or you may know, that there's a small one, but a lively tape business, and lots of tape lovers, they buy these things. And we took this tape, Ella Fitzgerald, it's an MPS, Musikproduktion Schwarzwald thing, from the later 60s. So we presented this in these different formats. And then secondly, we had something very, very special. Cindy Peters, The House of the Rising Sun, produced by Opus 3 Records in Sweden, 1976. And this is one of the heritages, let's say, of the audiophile history. And I think every audiophile and every high-end music lover should know, has to know this track. It's a little bit too long, to be honest, for such a compilation. I think it's 6 to 7 minutes, but it's so important and it's so nice and so well recording and sounding that I said it has to be on the Festival of Master Tapes. I always love to present in the Nagra room, because always a big room, very well sounding room, and of course you have the nice Nagra equipment with some great speakers. This year they have a big Stenheim speaker, also from Switzerland. The other years I worked with Wilson audio speakers, big Wilson audio speakers, not that bad as well, as you know. And so I love to do this. There are perfect conditions for that. Yes, it's maybe an interesting story, because through all my youth, when I only read hi-fi magazines, it was my dream to become a member of this scene and to become a hi-fi reviewer. And I studied German and art history, but all through my studies I worked in a hi-fi studio, so I earned my money for my studies in a hi-fi studio. And after my studies I worked in a hi-fi shop, And there was a chance to get into this business because one magazine moved from city to city and to a different publishing house. And so some of the old staff left and I had the chance to get in and I did it. And that was 1989 that I started. So it's more than 30 years now. Almost 35 years. Oh my God. Yeah, it's my pleasure. Thank you very much.